Hello, everyone, and welcome to today's episode on the Fashion Fables podcast. I'm so happy to be here for another solo episode, and we have been so blessed getting these amazing and incredible brand collaborations with brands and just prominent people in the fashion and lifestyle industry who have been very sweet enough to join us on the Fashion Fables. So that has been very much of an honor, and it is our pleasure to release those episodes to you. We hope you've been enjoying them and been listening to them, engaging with them, and just learning something that maybe you can apply to your own fashion style or your own life. So with that being said, we do have one final really exciting guest episode that will be releasing actually the last Saturday of 2022 before the new year rings in. So that will be so exciting, and I think you guys know who that may be, and that person is a well-known Lily Sadugi, owner, founder of her line full of accessories, headbands, clips, purses, little berets, anything in the accessory department, you can name it, and you'll find some unique pieces that she creates, embellishes on her own, and she's worked with really prominent people before she created her own line, like J. Crew, prominent people like Kate Middleton and Lady Gaga support her brand and have purchased from her. So all really exciting things that I think my fashion lovers especially will absolutely adore hearing and just following along to kind of gain more insight into maybe a new fashion brand if you've never heard of it, or if you just want to continue exploring into that realm. But today, I kind of wanted to take a little bit of a pivot. As you know, this is a solo episode, and I kind of wanted to touch on what it means, what it's like to work with brands, to do these collaborations. What does it actually entail? It seems super glamorous, and everyone wants to work with brands and, grow as an influencer or creator, whatever that may be. But I really think that you have to know yourself, and you have to know what you want out of the experience on social media before you can work with these brands. And I never thought that I would even be offered any opportunities working with brands. When I mean working with, I mean promoting their products, promoting their accessories, promoting their clothing line. And more times than likely, they will offer you some type of commission in return. And sometimes they don't offer you commission or any type of paid, but they'll offer you, maybe they'll send you a product for free, or, there's always some fun little incentive working with a brand, whatever that specific brand wants from you as that content creator. So I think that you have to know yourself, and what I mean by that is know what kind of brands you would want to support and promote on your own page if you are given the opportunity to work with them. And it's really hard because you'll get to a point where a bunch of different brands will reach out to you, and you'll be super grateful, but at the same time you'll start realizing not every one of these brands I actually align with, not every one of these brands I might want to promote on my page, and that's totally fine. And you shouldn't want to promote every single brand that reaches out to you on your page, because you have more than likely some type of branded content going on, or a niche or an aesthetic that you follow that goes along with your page, whether that be minimalistic, whether that be extravagant pinks and popping of colors, and just a lot of different options here when you're talking about content and what your personal brand represents. So I think it's important to find your own niche on your own platform, meaning your social media page. And once you do find that, it'll be easier for you to kind of accept these brand collaborations, because you'll know that what you're posting actually aligns with your values and your just your entire brand in general. So that being said, I'll just touch on a personal story. I was offered a a few different collaborations. However, some align with my values and some didn't. And so you kind of have to be professional when you're, now deciphering, like, okay, like, is this brand someone I really want to promote? And you have to be honest, and you have to be like, thank you so much for the opportunity. However, I just don't really have the time right now, or it's just in my best interest that I pass this offer up. Like, but thank you so much for thinking of me. Something along those lines to make the brand know that you appreciate their offer, you appreciate them finding you and reaching out to you. However, it might just not be working out for you. And that's totally fine, because they'll find other content creators out there who do support their brand. So I don't think you should be scared when brands reach out to you. I more so think you should be excited and look forward to the amazing content you can create to kind of cross promote, not only what they're trying to promote, but also how is it going to benefit you. So you want to keep that in mind too. Like, how is their product or their brand going to make you stand out on your own feed and going to make people want to come back? So yeah, I think those are super helpful tips. If you are like, oh, I'm not sure if I should work with a brand, definitely do not just want to work with a brand just because, like, you can say you did kind of thing. Like, make sure that it's worthwhile, make sure that it's worth your time, because at the end of the day, when you're shooting content, it's pretty time consuming. You want to make sure the pictures, like, look the best that they can, and you want to make sure that they're going to match in with your feed. So really make sure that you're not wasting your time. Make sure that it's worthwhile, like I've been saying. And I have kind of just gotten my feet wet in this subject. Like, I'm kind of just starting more so to grow with, like, working with brands and stuff like that. And I have to say, I've had such a positive experience. It's been really awesome. I kind of, like, just, you feel appreciated and acknowledged when brands do reach out to you. You're like, oh my goodness, like, someone is resonating with my content, it's also special. And I think that you can find such a positive community on social media. A lot of the times there's bad reputations with certain, social media brands, but, like, I feel like there can be negativity in any aspect of your life, but I think it's how you choose to use social media, and it's how you choose to spend your days, who you surround yourself with, all that stuff. Make sure that what you're posting is something that makes you happy. Make sure that the accounts you post are not draining your energy. Make sure that they're not making you feel bad about yourself. Like, all these little things are super important, and they seem little, but they're really, in the grand scheme of things, are pretty big. So, if you're looking to be a content creator, if you're looking to grow your brand, or if you're looking to just stand out in what you post, I definitely recommend working with brands, but only if they resonate with you. Starting to just feel confident in yourself and comfortable with who you are, and know that no matter what you post, there's a community out there who will find you and who will support you. And it's really awesome how many great relationships you can create over the internet. Sometimes I feel like they're a little bit nicer than my relationships in real life, but maybe that's just me. So yeah, that was kind of a no filter comment, but just make sure that you're happy on social media, but also make sure you're happy in real life. Like, I think social media is definitely a highlight reel, and you need to make sure that you're actually happy with who you are. And yeah, so I wish you guys happy holidays, Merry Christmas, happy Hanukkah, Happy New Year, whatever you may celebrate. I'm here for you guys. I want you guys to be the best versions of yourself. If you have any further questions about what it actually means to collaborate with brands, reach out to me. I'd love to help you, or just share any advice I have as I kind of dip my feet into this. Also, another thing is, please do not reveal any private information about yourself, aka your address, your social security, any credit card information. Like, all of those things should be off limits unless you know that this brand is trustworthy and they're genuinely going to send you a product, like, that's going to, like, be for you, like, promoting them and, like, shooting content. But do not give private information, because there's a lot of crazy stories out there where people hack your information or they stalk you. Like, please, you do not need any of that. The world is crazy in itself, so don't make it harder on yourself. So yeah, that's my little last piece of advice. As always, so happy to be here, so happy to chat with you guys about literally anything. Stay tuned for our Lily Sadugi guest episode next weekend. We cannot wait. Last guest episode of the year, and we will be back in 2023 with even more inspiring content for you guys. I'm really excited to see what new brands we end up working with and just how our community continues to grow and stays positive. Thank you guys from the bottom of my heart, and much love. Thank you guys so much, and mwah, XOXO. Bye.